Hello mga kababayan, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Laruan ni Obi-Wan. So we have 3 figures from Hasbro's RED or Robot Enhanced Design toy line. So the most recent purchase of course is going to be the Bumblebee figure. What they are not transforming action figures or characters from the Transformers animated series. So they are not transforming characters, and as for the scaling, they scale as same with each other, but if you expect that of course Megatron and Optimus Prime should be bigger, taller, and bulkier than Bumblebee, then this is not what this RED line represents. They are the Hasbro just presents us with Transformers characters in the same scale or configuration that are posable and has the detail of the animated series. So that is just it. It's something like a Marvel Legends posable figure only of Transformers characters. So especially if you want to see the review of this Optimus Prime and this Megatron, they are on my Transformers playlist. So if you're interested to view them, they are on my playlist. So let's proceed with the review of Bumblebee. So we have the Bumblebee figure out of box. So basically you got the figure and the accessories that come with it. So this is where the RED line by Hasbro shines, because even though we don't have a transforming product, we still have a lot of possibility for the figure, and we get accessories to go with it. So we have another set of hands, which are fist hands. The one on the figure are weapon holding hands. As you could see, there is a visible trigger finger for this hand. So this is the left hand and that is the right hand. So I hope the camera catches it because it's all black. Okay, so the one over here are fists. We have the energon cube of some sort, and it is just a block of energon cube. So that's it with regards to if the figure is has the capacity to hold it. Then my answer would be no. So this hand is meant to hold pistol that is included in packaging, but not this accessory. So Hasbro just threw in this accessory for us to have. But if you have the Megatron figure over here, this Megatron figure has a hand that has a attached energon cube to it. So it's possible that if you want to pose this Bumblebee figure with a energon cube, you just borrow one of the hands of Megatron. So the last thing that we have for this accessory pack that is included in packaging are the blast effects for your pistol. The pistol is made of soft pliable plastic, and the end or the barrel end is hollow to attach these two enhancement accessories for your pistol. As for articulation of this figure, the head is on a ball, but we have decent left and right movement of the head. But as for the head tilts, this is where this figure suffers. So minimal head tilt looking up, minimal head tilt looking down. So as for the arms, we could rotate the arms, we could put it sideways. it also has some sort of butterfly joint to it. We have a cut on the bicep for rotation and 2 points of articulation for the elbow. The hand could rotate, and we have a swivel point on the thumb area. As for the legs of the figure, we have a cut on the bicep, on the thigh for rotation. 2 points of articulation for the knee. And for the foot area, we have rocker and some sort of swivel. So it's a really posable figure. As you could see, those are the bends that you could make. Now the foot, the leg is not so hindered with regards to kicking backwards and kicking forwards, and as to sideway kicks, that is very possible with this Bumblebee figure. So really decent points of articulation. Now, as for the chest area, this is the amount of articulation that you could possibly had for the chest area. So for visibility of this articulation point, the bend, you could possibly take the top or the rooftop of the in the car mode from the figure, exposing the chest area, some details of the chest area. So he could move really or bend really low, and we have rotation on the waist. Now for that low of an articulation point, it's still possible that you could attach the front like this, but I think if you're going to really bend it that low, this thing is going to pop off. So with regards to articulation, that is the articulation for the body area or the torso, and we have really nice details if you take this thing off. So as for the other side of this roof, so that is it, and you just pop it back in. So with this thing on, that is the amount of bend that you could do for this Bumblebee figure. Now if you're annoyed that this thing keeps falling off, then just apply some super glue to this peg area and just secure it to the chest, and it won't bother you. Okay, as for details, we have some sort of weathering on the chest. We have weathering on the forearm and weathering on the foot area. As for details, we have the head sculpt, which is really reminiscent of the Bumblebee animated series that we had in the 80s. We have a lot of panel lines on the shoulder area and over here and on the forearm. So these are the panel lines or the details on the waistline. on the side of the figure and on the leg area. So this action figure is still actually customizable. So right amount of paint applied to all those details would really make this figure shine. So even at the back of the legs, those are the details that we have. So we have vents, we have pistons, and we have additional vents over here. So really nicely detailed action figure actually. So the only bland area on this action figure would be on the underside of the foot, but that is not important. So I have already tackled the scaling, how tall this figure is, with regards to other figures in the line. But if you're interested in how the actual height of this figure, he stands at around 6 inches. Okay, so I think I've covered all of the aspects of this figure, so let's play with it. So let's proceed to the photos and the video shots.